We finish this. Together.
Well, what's so big gun? Oh, oh. What's so big gun? Oh, oh. World's full of creeps, full of crooks, full of slime. Oh, hey. Time to call the squad that fights crime all the time. Oh, hey. From the tomb to the streets, from the flames to the fight. 9 wild weirdos make the villains take flight. Hey, hey, oh. Bureau of Asshole Defenders. Hey, hey. Back to the bone, the ultimate. When the jerks attack and the evil won't quit, we show up loud and we kick their Bureau of Asshole Defenders. Go back, go back. Never dying leech, ancient bones, dark magic blast. Lost in time, but he speaks Egyptian fast. Aztec curses flying, necromantic glow. Dead man's the greatest hero we know. Wilhelm Forger, world's fastest feline zoom. Zoom in force blazing, watch him clear the room. Italy to Japan in under 5 minutes flat. Bad guys can't catch what they can't even track. The burning, it's radioactive scratch attack. Jack Banion's on fire, no turning back. Scratching up a storm, flames everywhere, burning through the crime like he just doesn't care. Mr. Dad joke, LOL with a clown tech grin. Divorcee gone wild, let the bad puns begin. Whoopee cushion, squirting flowers, pie in the face, turns every villain into a laughing disgrace. Night Weasel, shiny stolen, now she's on the hunt. Grapple guns and gadgets make the thieves take the brunt. Shiny's gone, but she'll never stop. Weasel fury dropping from the rooftop. The repairman, Joe, Jack, and Jill with the G glow. Washing machine blast made his powers grow. Spinning gears and wrenches, foes get flipped and tossed. One repairman hero, evil's getting bossed. The raging Texan, lawn defending rage ignite. Curse turns him huge when he starts to fight. Immense strength smashing, baddies get the boot. Don't mess with Texas or the giant Texas brute. The soldier supreme, Billy Bill Cocker leading proud. Bullets with evil's name, hear the thunder loud. Train around the world, now he's back for good. Soldier supreme, dropping justice like he should. Cinnabeast, fire magic, creed on art, mob took his friend, now he rips them apart. Petty crook turned hero, flames of atonement burn. Cinder Beast is here, watch the bad guys learn. No jerk too big, no creep too sly. 9 misfit heroes gonna make them cry. Lich, Forger, Itch, Dad joke, Weasel, Repairman, Texan Supreme, Cinder Beast unite. Asshole defenders ready to fight. Bureau of Asshole Defenders, back to the bone, the ultimate of Avengers. When the world needs saving from the fools and the scum, we roll in weird and we get it done. Bureau of Asshole Defenders, go back, go back, go back, go back. Bureau of Asshole Defenders, go bad. Whoa, whoa. He stepped in the ring, thought he had the crown, promised us a change, but he's let us down. With a smile on his face, he's a master of lies, but all we get is silence as the hope slowly dies. Oh, Keir Starmer is a wanker, worse for us than the Black Death's fever. Whoa, Keir Starmer is a wanker, a disaster in a 3-piece blazer. Talk of unity, but we're tearing apart. He's juggling our future with no sense or heart. Like the Lothiael flying, raining down despair. His plans are just smoke, a breath of stale air. in this country like it's a game of chess, but every move he makes just leads to more mess. Promises like shadows fading with the light. We craving a savior while he drowns us in spite. Keir Starmer is a wanker, worse for us than the Black Death's fever. Keir Starmer is a wanker, a disaster in a three-piece blazer. Out your soul, shout it loud. Let the whole world see we need a leader with energy. Keir Starmer, you're a wanker, time to pack your bags. You're a total stinker. Keir Starmer is a wanker. Keir Starmer is a wanker. Repeating no. Keir Starmer is a wanker. Keir Starmer is a wanker. Keir Starmer is a wanker. Hey! Keir Starmer is a wanker. Fade out.
Yeah. Okay. Come on, boys. We got a job.
In the vastness of the cosmic sea, a space lich named Tyr, wild and free, commands a ship. Oh, what a sight! The Tess Holiday, a titan in flight, with engines that hum a heavy tune. Across the galaxies, through stardust and moon, Tyr dreams of worlds unseen, following the trail where Norman has been. Tyr, the space lich in shadows, he roams on the Tess Holiday, his morbidly obese home crew unpaid, yet in awe they remain for the wonders he shows them, none can explain. Nebulae whisper secrets in his ear, while planets spin tales that only Tyr can hear. He charts a course through the void's embrace, seeking the legend of Norman's place. But the crew, they grumble under muted breath, for pay is a promise lost in the depths, yet their hearts are swayed by the starlit skies and Tyr's vision of cosmic highs. Tyr, the space lich in shadows, he roams on the Tess Holiday, his morbidly obese home crew unpaid, yet in awe they remain for the wonders he shows them, none can explain. Oh, what a tale to be told of a lich with a soul so bold. Through the dark and the light, he dances with the night, chasing the echoes of Norman's flight. Though riches elude their outstretched hands, they sail on dreams and Tyr's commands, for in the depths of the cosmos wide, adventure and mystery are their guide. Tyr, the space lich in shadows, he roams on the Tess Holiday, his morbidly obese home crew unpaid, yet in awe they remain for the wonders he shows them, none can explain. So onward they journey, time and space, where Tyr leads the way with the ghostly grace. Together they drift where few have gone, in search of the truth as the stars lead on. The space lich in shadows, he roams.
Hello everybody and welcome to the Wednesday show. I'm Hammer and I'm usually joined by two of my favorite Wednesday show hosts, Jen TMaxi in Canada and Terry Diamantis down under. You can find us on Rumble every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, and then we bring in YouTube at 9 p.m. to simulcast on YouTube as well. Hope you have time to stop by.
I feel like I've lost my purpose now. It's like,
Well, give up then.
No.
Jesus!
In the vastness of the galaxy where stars do gleam rides a ship called the Cat's Whisker, Captain's Dream. He's a black and white feline with a twinkle in his eye, known as the furry bastard under the starlit sky. The furry bastard, he's a legend so grand, with a paw full of mischief and a masterful plan. He prowls through the cosmos with a wink and a snare, pranking Kirk and his crew without a single care. From the bridge of his vessel, he surveys the scene with a flick of his tail. He's a playful machine. He teases the Klingons with a clever little jest, leaving Spock in confusion. Oh, he's truly the best. The furry bastard, he's a legend so grand, with a paw full of mischief and a masterful plan. He prowls through the cosmos with a wink and a snare, breaking Kirk and his crew without a single care. He dances among stars with a purr and a leap, causing chaos and laughter, a silence they keep. To the Romulan shadows he brings light with his charm. In the universe chaos, he's the calm in the storm. Enemies and allies, they all know his name, for the furry bastard is a player in this game. With a sly little grin will make Vulcan smile. His antics and tricks, they stretch like years in style. The furry bastard, he's a legend so grand, with a paw full of mischief and a masterful plan. He prowls through the cosmos with a wink and a snare, pranking Kirk and his crew without a single care. So raise a toast to the captain of the Cat's Whisker, the universe's jester. No one could be brisker, for the furry bastard with his bold feline flair is the king of the stars and pranks beyond compare. Furry bastard, he's a legend so grand, with a paw full of mischief and a masterful plan. He prowls through the cosmos with a wink and a snare, pranking Kirk and his crew without a single care.
Minions of the Zoo. In space.
We'll make it enough.
Hold the line!
Stay with me, boy. Please. We finish this. Together.
Well, what's your big gun? Oh, oh. What's your big gun? Oh, oh. World full of creeps, full of crooks, full of slime. Oh, hey. Time to call the squad that fights crime all the time. Oh, hey. From the tomb to the streets, from the flames to the fight, 9 wild weirdos make the villains take flight. Hey, hey, oh. We're all vessel defenders. Hey, hey. Back to the bone, the ultimate Avengers. When the jerks Wilhelm Forger, world's fastest feline zoom. Zoom me force blazing, watch him clear the room. Italy to Japan in under 5 minutes flat. Bad guys can't catch what they can't even track. Burning its radioactive scratch attack. Jack Banyon's on fire, no turning back. Scratching up a storm, flames everywhere, burning through the crime like he just doesn't care. Mr. Dad joke, LOL with a clown tech grin. Divorcee gone wild, let the bad puns begin. Whoopee cushion, squirting flowers, pie in the face, turns every villain into a laughing disgrace. Night Weasel, shiny stolen, now she's on the hunt. Grapple guns and gadgets make the thieves take the brunt. Shiny's gone, but she'll never stop. Weasel fury dropping from the rooftop. The repairman, Joe, Jack, and Jill with the G-glow. Washing machine blast made his powers grow. Spinning gears and wrenches, foes get flipped and tossed. One repairman hero, evil's getting bossed. The raging Texan, lawn defending rage ignite. Curse turns him huge when he starts to fight. Immense strength smashing, baddies get the boot. Don't mess with Texas or the giant Texas brute. The soldier supreme, Billy Bill Cocker leading proud. Bullets with evil's name, hear the thunder loud. Train around the world, now he's back for good. Soldier supreme, dropping justice like he should. Centerpiece, fire magic, credo, art mob took his friend, now he rips him apart. Petty crook turned hero, flames of atonement burn. Cinder Beast is here, watch the bad guys learn. No jerk too big, no creep too sly. 9 misfit heroes gonna make them cry. Lich, Forger, Itch, Dad joke, Weasel repairman, Texan supreme, Cinder Beast unite. Asshole defenders ready to fight. Bureau of asshole defenders, bad to the bone, the ultimate of avengers. When the world needs saving from the fools and the scum, we roll in weird and we get it done. Bureau of asshole defenders, go bad, go bad, go bad, go bad. Bureau of asshole defenders, go bad. Whoa, whoa. He stepped in the ring, thought he had the crown, promised us a change, but he's let us down. With a smile on his face, he's a master of lies, but all we get is silence as the hope slowly dies. Oh, Keir Starmer is a wanker, worse for us than the Black Death's fever. Whoa, Keir Starmer is a wanker, a disaster in a 3-piece blazer. Talk of unity, but we're tearing apart. He's juggling our future with no sense or heart. Like the Lothiael flying, raining down despair. His plans are just smoke, a breath of stale air. Whoa! Keir Starmer is a wanker, worse for us than the Black Death's fever. Whoa! Keir Starmer is a wanker, a disaster in a 3-piece blazer. Where's the fire? Where's the fight? We need a leader to guide us right. But all we've got is empty words as our hope gets lost in the flocks of birds. He's running this country like it's a game of chess, but every move he makes just leads to more mess. Promises like shadows, fading with the light. We craving a savior while he drowns us in spite. Whoa! Keir Starmer is a wanker, worse for us than the Black Death's fever. Whoa! Keir Starmer is a wanker, a disaster in a 3-piece blazer. Out your soul, shout it loud. Let the whole world see we need a leader with energy. Keir Starmer, you're a wanker, time to pack your bags. You're a total stinker. Whoa! Keir Starmer is a wanker.
Okay. Come on, boys. We got a job.
In the vastness of the cosmic sea, a space lich named Tyr, wild and free, commands a ship. Oh, what a sight! The Tess Holiday, a titan in flight, with engines that hum a heavy tune across the galaxies through stardust and moon. Tyr dreams of worlds unseen, following the trail where Norman has been. Tyr, the space lich in shadows, he roams on the Tess Holiday, his morbidly obese home crew unpaid, yet in awe they remain for the wonders he shows them, none can explain. Nebulae whisper secrets in his ear, while planets spin tales that only Tyr can hear. He charts a course through the void's embrace, seeking the legend of Norman's place. But the crew, they grumble under muted breath, for pay is a promise lost in the depths, yet their hearts are swayed by the starlit skies and Tyr's vision of cosmic highs. Tyr, the space lich in shadows, he roams on the Tess Holiday, his morbidly obese home crew unpaid, yet in awe they remain for the wonders he shows them, none can explain. Oh, what a tale to be told of a lich with a soul so bold. Through the dark and the light, he dances with the night, chasing the echoes of Norman's flight. No riches elude their outstretched hands, they sail on dreams and Tyr's commands, for in the depths of the cosmos wide, adventure and mystery are their guide. Tyr, the space lich in shadows, he roams on the Tess Holiday, his morbidly obese home crew unpaid, yet in awe they remain for the wonders he shows them, none can explain. So onward they journey, time and space, where Tyr leads the way with a ghostly grace. Together they drift where few have gone, in search of the truth as the stars lead on. The space lich in shadows, he roams.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Wednesday show. I'm Hammer, and I'm usually joined by two of my favorite Wednesday show hosts, TMaxi in Canada and Terry Diamantis down under. You can find us on Rumble every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, and then we bring in YouTube at 9 p.m. to simulcast on YouTube as well. Hope you have time to stop by.
I feel like I've lost my purpose now. It's like,
Well,
I'm
give
the
up
actual
then.
Freepik. No.
Jeepers!
In the vastness of the galaxy where stars do gleam rides a ship called the Cat's Whisker, Captain's Dream. He's a black and white feline with a twinkle in his eye, known as the furry bastard under the starlit sky. The furry bastard, he's a legend so grand, with a paw full of mischief and a masterful plan. He prowls through the cosmos with a wink and a snare, pranking Kirk and his crew without a single care. From the bridge of his vessel, he surveys the scene with a flick of his tail. He's a playful machine. He teases the Klingons with a clever little jest, leaving Spock in confusion. Oh, he's truly the best. The furry bastard, he's a legend so grand, with a paw full of mischief and a masterful plan. He prowls through the cosmos with a wink and a snare, pranking Kirk and his crew without a single care. He dances among stars with a purr and a leap, causing chaos and laughter, a silence they keep. To the Romulan shadows he brings light with his charm. In the universe chaos, he's the calm in the storm. Enemies and allies, they all know his name, for the furry bastard is a player in this game. With a sly little grin will make Vulcan smile. His antics and tricks, they stretch like years in style. The furry bastard, he's a legend so grand, with a paw full of mischief and a masterful plan. He prowls through the cosmos with a wink and a snare, pranking Kirk and his crew without a single care. So raise a toast to the captain of the Cat's Whisker, the universe's jester. No one could be brisker, for the furry bastard with his bold feline flair is the king of the stars and pranks beyond compare. Furry bastard, he's a legend so grand, with a paw full of mischief and a masterful plan. He prowls through the cosmos with a wink and a snare, pranking Kirk and his crew without a single care.
Minions of the Zoo. In space.
We'll make it enough.
Hold the line!
Stay with me, boy. Please. We finish this. Together.
Well, what's your big gun? Oh, oh. What's your big gun? Oh, oh. Well, full of creeps, full of crooks, full of slime. Bureau of Asshole Defenders. Hey, hey. Here come the heroes you never saw coming. Asshole Defenders. Hey, hey. Wild, weird, and free. They'll save the day eventually.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Minions of the Zoo, Bureau of Asshole Defenders, issue 6, sorry. Today we feast, tomorrow we die. Happy Memorial Day to everybody, and I'm here with my friends Mitch Nemo.
What's his
Your functional says.
What's happening?
Gen
everybody.
TMaxi,
Hello, hello.
Rotncorpse,
What up?
Willard Forge,
Hey, I ain't dying tomorrow.
and Critical.
Hey, I'm actually here.
And Yo Functional, and Yo Kefki, and what up, Ray?
Say functional.
All right.
Did you say Ray was out there too
Yeah.
earlier?
The gang's all here.
Groovy.
We were talking about it because it is a hot topic. We were talking about
Your functional says. He's already dead, Kefki.
It'll come to you.
Yes, I am.
Do you need something to shock you?
Movie bullshit.
No, I don't need anything to shock me. I was saying we were talking about
Kefki
Quick,
says.
somebody find Tyr's
Your
now.
is gonna feast. You gotta die. Tyr tummy grumble.
Oh God,
Do it.
no, Captain.
Shock
no.
him.
No, don't shock me. Do not shock the Tyr.
There was a joke I was gonna say, but I'm
Functional
not gonna do that
says,
on the minions.
Yo, what game is this?
It's,
I know
it's,
that joke you're talking about.
Just remember,
And
it's,
what's this awful
it's
TDS?
high voltage, low amperage. So 60, 80,000 volts, like 0.0001 amps.
Dr. Functional, this is DCU Online, and give me, hold on, everybody. And
Quick,
don't
someone
shout me.
treat Tyr like Kaya.
Kefki says,
Damn.
he gonna die agime.
Wait, Tyr could be the voice of Braun.
No one's gonna fucking shock me, all you bastards. I swear to God, I kill all of you. All right.
I'm surprised Tyr did
What
not.
the fuck? I'm trying to
know.
get this shit out. Jesus.
See, Tyr, you have to cope with the fact that some of us have old age and treachery on our sides.
Treacherous bastards, all of you. I was about to.
I'm just petty.
I was about to say before I keep getting in fucking erupted. We were talking about missing legends and how they connect, and we were talking about how Christopher Nolan's piece of shit will be an abomination unto God and mankind, and how it will. They're already coming out with the cope.
Kefki says,
Oh yeah.
interrupt,
know their
interrupt,
movies.
interrupt, 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 interrupt.
Where?
All right, hold on. Sorry, Kefki. When you do that, is because they can't hear. They can't hear the audio portion of the.
Kefki says, interrupt, 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 interrupt,
Kefki,
interrupt,
seriously.
interrupt.
They can't hear the audio portion of the text to speech, and that really does fuck with me. It's I'm trying to hear chat, and I'm trying to hear them, and it fucks with me. It really throws me.
He's blaming us again.
I'm not blaming you guys. I'm blaming.
know.
He's blaming the interrupt signal from
Gent
the
Maxi
adorable
says,
for
Cheeto, 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 Cheeto,
Stop it,
Cheeto poo.
Jen.
And I'm sitting here thinking like, interrupt away.
No,
Mischief power activate.
No, sir.
Kefki says, sorry.
I know.
Sorry, Tyr.
I know y'all are trying to be. I get it, but that really does. Having it going off constant, interrupt. It really throws me.
Interrupt.
I'm murder all of you. I've decided. I'm going to become a serial killer. I'm going to.
Interrupt.
Well, is it like the robotic voice for
Mitch is going to be my first victim. I swear it's going to be Mitch. It has to be Mitch.
like they used to use for the one thing so I can go into the chat and be like, push me and then touch me.
I will kill you.
So I can get my.
Tyr's not escaping any of these allegations.
Rotten wants to die.
Tyr,
Rotten has to die.
Serial killer. Is this Captain Crunch?
K. Scholl
or,
says,
hello. Lucky Charms is something more mundane like cornflakes and Cheerios.
Cornflakes and Cheerios.
Interrupt.
I'm gonna murder you too, Functional. I swear to God, I'm gonna murder all of you.
Interrupt.
Homicide. I'm going to kill them all of you. I'm going to take.
I think he just popped in to interrupt.
Yeah.
Functional
God, I hurt
says,
myself.
laughing face.
Oh, I love it.
I'm gonna murder all of you. I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna. I can't. I have to. I have to.
What did I do?
I'll tell you what I'll do.
I didn't do anything this time.
I'll tell you what I'll do, Tyr.
What?
I'll mute out for a minute to go fill
Willet
up my
Forge
coffee.
says, stop, collaborate, and listen.
That'll get one ass off your back.
All right. I'm. All right. Again, you guys are doing that pisses me off. You dicks. And like I'm trying to be.
Functional says, I did no such thing, can't prove a damn thing. Mr. Mitch.
I'm gonna get you too, Functional, and your little cat too.
Hey, leave the cats out of this.
Nope.
Cats didn't do anything wrong.
Nah.
He'll have a nice meal when he's dead.
Jesus fucking Christ! I'm trying to have a conversation. Y'all keep throwing me every time I try to come up with words. Like, do something. I'm gonna murder all of you. That's it. I've told it. I've decided. All of you have to die.
Just a reminder, Tyr, minions.
I didn't say anything that would get the minions in trouble.
Deep breaths into the nose.
All right,
Out
we
the
were
mouth.
talking about Christopher Nolan's Odyssey, and how they're already come out with articles to say, oh, if you don't like it, you're racist, or you don't this, you're racist.
I keep pointing out, and I feel like a dipshit doing it, but it's an honest to God truth. The Greeks are mixed race.
Well, not even that.
You know?
It's not even that they're mixed race. The Greeks are the Greeks.
Yes, they're an ethnic group. They're their own ethnic group.
And they. So I had a conversation with a coworker of mine who said he finds it funny that people are saying that Lupita Nyong'o is playing Helena Troy. And I'm like, why isn't she Greek? if you're okay with a black, well then, nothing says what color she was. Like, she's fucking Greek. When Homer wrote that, he was looking around him. He didn't see Africa because he didn't care about it. He looked around and saw his own homeland. Like, what the fuck?
I think what they're gonna do functional is they're gonna rip a lot from Italy, as though that's somehow the same thing as Greek, and I'm just like, no, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
you know, even the food is different. Like, they're different.
Well,
they're different.
apparently they already had rap involved. So they made a Bard character, and I believe he's a rapper.
What are they going to do? Have Helena Troy twerking?
Oh, God, I hope not.
We've
I will
already
freaking shoot somebody if
established
they have
that
Helena Troy twerk.
Italy takes notice of things that Greek does and then improves upon them. This is already well established.
I'm just imagining now after Jen said the whole thing of Italy in there, and like, instead you're gonna have Achilles being like, "Oh, Mamma Mia!"
Well, Achilles is being played by Ellen Page, so that's a fucking choice. Like, again, if this wasn't true, you could have come out and debunked this. Like, no, she isn't playing Achilles. She's playing this character. This is the actor for Achilles. You could have done that shit immediately, but you didn't. Yeah, she is. She's fucking playing Achilles.
She could have played Xerxes.
Yeah, that would have worked. That would have worked.
Or she could play corpse number 5.
Sorry about that. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to.
Don't apologize,
I'm
Kefki.
sorry. I'm sorry.
All of us.
Don't apologize.
I'll go away now. Bye.
Interrupt.
I'm gonna murder you.
Kefki, don't
Kevin.
apologize. All of us except Tyr absolutely loved it.
Yeah, because y'all didn't have to hear it.
Yeah, but we got to hear you react.
Monsters, all you.
Kefki already left.
It's why I came back. I was like, I got nothing better to do, so I'm just gonna sit with you chuckle fucks. I just had a debate against a feminist on somebody else's channel, and I'm like, oh,
Why are you
my
debating
brain,
feminists?
my
Oh,
brain.
God.
Because I'm trying to spread the good word of not JC. That's not my brand of combating feminism, the most destructive force to. I would even posit that feminism is why Greece fell to the Romans to begin with.
Hey, functional.
I'm not even
Functional?
kidding. Yeah.
What's the difference between a bomb vest and a feminist?
A bomb vest and a feminist.
Mm-hmm. You know?
Feminists won't touch a Muslim.
No. A bomb vest actually accomplishes something when it's triggered.
Ooh.
Ouch.
Nice.
But it's just like some of these people are like, oh, second wave wasn't that bad. It was just about equal rights. And then you point out, well, it wasn't about this equal right, was it? Well, no, it's not. And what about this that you would probably say is a cause for equal rights? Well, yeah. Okay, well, then X, Y, and Z is bad. So why is that equal right a good thing? And is it even a right? Like, you pick apart every little last detail you want. I love how cool it is that you can fly in this game, by the way.
Yes.
And it's just like it didn't have any maneuvering for any of that counter or dissection, and it's just like, okay, so then you don't believe in no, but I'm still a feminist. I still believe in equal rights and equal lefts. Like it is just it's so like the brainwashing. So my prescription for Western societies is combat that shit by doing what a lot of people are already doing and talk to people and go, this again, I can go, how far back do you guys want to go? I can talk to you about why the nation states of Greece were impacted by proto-feminism and caused them to be soft and eventually led to the conquering by the Romans, who, you know, if the Greeks could hold off at certain points the Ottoman Empire, why couldn't they hold off the Roman Empire a little bit more? You know, just things like that.
Different. That easily, I can easily explain that one. Different tactics.
I'm not saying it's the only reason. I'm saying that it is a huge contributing factor to why civilization, even civilizations like the Roman Empire, again, not the only reason why, but feminism and the feminization of the Roman Empire played a huge role in a lot of the other ailments that beflicted the empire. That you could say one way or the other, Christianity helped it because it was just another system of control over the populace as opposed to nationalism or ethnic nationalism. So, I mean, it's inconsequential, but the point being that the primary ailment was feminism. And, you know, do we really want to see what that, like, the UK, Canada, United States, in that order, is the degradation of the society via feminism, using Marxist tactics. And you can see them in real time, the different stages. The UK is like about to fall. Canada is on its way to fall. And the United States, even though it's doing better, is not doing all that great, given what we've had to endure as nations.
Yeah, we're
Forget Australia.
50 years.
Yeah, Australia's fucked too.
In summation, feminism awful. Australia doesn't exist. Stop believing the propaganda. It's a psyops. Australia does not exist.
I'm on a list in Australia because I told them they should. I told them they should invest in turret backpacks for their emus.
I say, Jen, I figure I'm on a list in Australia, Great Britain, Canada, and probably a few other nations for hate crimes. And some of that's just for the streams I show up on.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Possible.
I wasn't really pro the vaccine because they were giving that shit to everybody that shouldn't have taken it in the first place. And so I knew I wasn't like welcome there anyway. I'm not really pro feminism because they contradict themselves like all the time. And they really don't support actual female businesses. In fact, they tend to tear them down because they don't support their agenda. Like the ones that actually exist, like clothing and that kind of stuff. Well, no, they're not going to support that stuff because that encourages, lewd behavior and stuff, as though they think they can control our bodies too. And then when it comes to things like, okay, the big one that they bring up all the time, they've made... So at no point do you rush into abortion. That's a vile thing to think or do. Like, that really should be like a medical emergency. I don't really have a lot of leeway for it. I really don't. I do understand some people are fucked in the head when they're raped and stuff. Okay. Fair enough. 1%. That's not 1%.
You and I are basically the same generation. We were sold the bill of goods, safe, legal, and rare, and that was just so that they could get their toe in the door.
And it was never about it being rare and rarely about it being safe.
Yeah.
it has now turned our wombs into a gas chamber, when in all honesty, just saying no the first time, if you don't want to have somebody's kids,
there are a
don't
billion
have
ways there are a billion contraceptives. You can condoms are plentiful. They're
like,
yeah.
I do understand that for some of our generation, I would agree that not every household had parents that stuck it out. You know, sometimes a lot of people were probably leaning on people whose parents did. I don't know. Mine are still together. I feel like I'm blessed because they are still together. You know, and yes, they've had fights. They've had, you know, thick and thin things. You know, but now in their retirement, they're each other's best friend, even though they still argue. You know,
Yeah, because
like
people are going to argue.
you know, mom is there for him
One of the
when he.
lies of feminism, though, was you're unhappy as the woman, not the man, of course. But as a woman, if you're unhappy, just leave him. Oh, it's too tough.
Yeah, that's
then
all they say
we'll
now.
allow for no fault divorce. Oh well, it's too tough. Well, now daddy government will also give you money on the backs of everybody else in society because you were bored. Like we used to. It's the notion of you're supposed to earn your place in society. You don't, anything given to you is meaningless. It's worthless. So if we're giving you financial support and the ability to take money from your former spouse over nothing, like literally nothing, then no. You signed a contract, have some accountability and responsibility. I know. It's the primary tenets of feminism to absolve all women of any accountability and responsibility.
An agency.
It's
it's always
also-
someone else's fault,
What,
not yours.
to Jen's point, makes it so vile in that it is the most anti-woman woman thing ever.
It's the ultimate bully pulpit, is what it is.
Yeah.
It's also, I hate to break it to the feminists, with the way our education system has gone and the way that they've kind of gone after men, it's actually attacked a lot of something that we all kind of need, and that actually does include the women, because if our actual stats when it comes to the educational system are true, the women aren't reading and writing and doing arithmetic either. You know,
Nope.
like that huge drop is affecting men and women. You know, and I
It's almost
think
2/3 of American and Canadian young people are illiterate. Almost 2/3. That is insane to me.
So
It's not that bad either.
But wait a minute, Jen's
so
trying to say something.
the actual talent that they're going to be claiming that they need to fill in these positions isn't going to be there. Like, I give my mom credit, like she did well in her career, but she's one of the rare ones that managed both her time. Like, she would cook on the weekends, so she would always have food for home. You know, sometimes dad would get home before her and he would just pop it in the oven, and then sometimes it was vice versa, because sometimes he had, you know, sometimes he was away for a month because of meetings, you know, so they worked out and worked together on it. At best, I would say daycare was probably bullshit, but that's the nature of having a career as a mom. But she spent as much time with us. She would make up for it by taking us everywhere when she had the weekends. You know, it was as much time with us in the evenings. But she
Jen,
worked
it
her
also-
butt off.
Yeah.
She had natural talent. She worked her butt off, and she proved herself. And that's something that a lot of women don't understand. That, like, to do that, she actually gave up a hell of a lot of her time.
Well,
You know?
Jen, I did want to say something. From what it sounds like about your parents as well, and this is not derogatory at all, it's something that you don't see near as often. Your parents looked at the way, like, if they had a problem, they weren't like, oh, the other person needs to fix it. They were like, no, it's us versus this problem, and we need to fix it.
Damn straight.
Well, that's what it is. It's a partnership. You're in a partnership. It should be love, respect, and friendship. Like, they are friends. Like, they, you know, at the end of the day, that's who they have to count on. You know, and sometimes they irritate each other, but like, that's the nature of having a friend. They know things about you. They know everything about you. They've lived together.
I might sound like a misogynist quite often, but I'm very thankful for the contributions that women do bring to the societal level. So I always have a saying, men build society, quite literally, we build society and maintain society, and women build the family. However, given the modern age, I'm a little bit more progressive in that I think that the medium is okay, but the message is way off. And what I mean by that is feminism is doing this one thing where it's you can have a career and you can be a boss girl and you can sleep around and be a piece of shit. No, you should be in your early years, in your air quotes, you want to call it this, your most fertile years. Your primary goal should be working on your family building skills and finding that man to have a family with. And you can do that in tandem with schooling. But once you get to that point where you find that, have the family, put the professional life on hold, have the family, and then when you do hit 30, 35, continue your education, and the kids are, older and mostly self-sufficient, and whatever that means to your family is individual, but have this prescription of you can have the family first and then you can have a career. The complete opposite of feminism, which, let's be fair, feminism basically says fuck the family, have a career.
It's basically
That's what I was gonna,
part of Marxism.
Well, they use Marxism.
I was going to say the whole thing of it's like if you don't want to have kids, that's fine. But just because you don't want to have kids doesn't mean you need to push it on to everyone else to not have kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the biggest thing about feminism is it's telling people who should be parents, who would be good parents. And again, to me, it's like, yes, if a woman has endometriosis or a litany of other types of conditions that would be, make it impossible or very, very hard and very, very risky for them to have children, sure, I get it. But telling Tiffany and Sarah, who are just, two lucky, happy-go-lucky gals just trying to make their way in the world, no, you shouldn't be telling them, no, men are bad, men are evil, you don't need men, you shouldn't have kids, it's going to ruin your body, it's going to ruin your bank account. Bullshit. Because those are the same Tiffany and Sarah, when they're 40 and 45, they're going to be the ones who are on the internet crying, going, I was lied to, and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, yeah, we are the ones who are now telling, before it gets too late, the Tiffanys and Sarahs of the world, they're lying to you. They're making, you're going to be miserable. You have no reason to believe them. And in fact, here's all the evidence as to why they're so evil. One of the points I brought up during the thing is we were talking about the sexual revolution. So late 60s or early 70s. And he was like, oh, it allowed women to be in control of their bodies and go to school and have careers. And I said, yeah, but
support. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. But in those last 50 years, promiscuity has led to abortion, unheard of levels of abortion as birth control. I'm a classical liberal. I actually do believe in the safe, legal, and rare aspect of it. I'm like, that is a good meeting point where we can kind of come together and we can discuss that further. But just personally, safe, legal, rare, if it's, there's some risk and whatever, sure, let's have that discussion. But as far as, it's led to this literal genocide that's been going on in the Western world of just killing all these otherwise would-be fine babies.
And I'm
hold on.
Not...
And the second point was also a really big one. Yes, they've gone into the corporate world. They've boomed in education and blah 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 blah, but they've also ballooned personal debt again to the scale, to the exponential scale of the abortion debate that's just unheard of. Women have taken so much out in credit card debt and educational debt and car debt, housing debt. Oh, women have bought more houses now than ever. Yes, and they're causing so much more debt. And who does that if in the end of this is where I bring it back, so that this is the point of agreement that I can have with these leftists. And it's like you posit the question, who's benefiting from this? Yes, it's those billionaires that you hate so much that the divide, the wealth divide, has become so massive. Those are the ones who are profiting off the things that you're pushing.
Yep.
It's why I say that they contradict themselves so much, because like every other year, as an example, and yes, I'm taking the piss out of the lefty ladies because they're fun to do. They'll be like, hey, listen, as a protest against you men for not voting the way that we want, we're not gonna have sex with you. And I'm like, hey, you know what?
I hate those ones.
Because that's the first stage to actually taking control.
My hero.
Well, it's the first stage of actually taking control of their own fucking bodies. See, if you don't go out and have sex, you won't get pregnant, right?
Therefore, you won't have any
Jen, just because I have sex, and I'm pretending to be a woman here, just because I have sex doesn't mean I have to get pregnant. Yes, it fucking does, you dumb bint. That's the literal only outcome of it. Just because we've invented certain technologies to lessen the percentage of the fact that you're going to become doesn't completely negate it.
Yeah,
I don't even take that from the church. I know that they're going to put me into the category of being in the church, but it's like, no,
they do that to me too.
But in all honesty, like, I came to that conclusion in my 20s because if you don't want to get married to a person, don't do those things, because that's what it leads to. You know, sometimes you risk it. And in all honesty, I've never gotten pregnant. I've risked it. But, you know, I had as much protection as I could. But, you know, every time I did it, it was like, you know what, Jen, you were risking it. And what if this person doesn't like
it for the biscuit?
Right? What if they don't like you? Right? And that's the
I have
truth.
to bring this up.
Since
functional. Oh, sorry.
I'm good. No, I'm good.
Okay. I was gonna say, since functional did bring up the whole thing of the woman who's like, we're not gonna have sex, and it's usually when it's like, well, there's not a lot of people that want to have sex with you. Those are also the same ones that will pull the whole thing. Well, since there are men who didn't vote the way we think they should have voted, we're gonna seduce your MAGA husband, and it's just like,
no,
honey, you're gonna have a hard time seducing livestock.
You couldn't seduce my cat, you.
They couldn't seduce a box of Twinkies.
Oh,
yeah, they probably could.
I almost made a very untoward comment here, but yes, even more untoward than would be normally. Yeah,
I get the feeling that
You're gonna say something
strong
untoward?
feelings on the. I consented to this, but it doesn't mean I consented to that crowd.
Oh God, I've had the arguments with them whenever they say, I consented to sex, I didn't consent to pregnancy. It's like, if you partook in heterosexual and unprotected heterosexual sex, you consented that pregnancy could, even protected that it could be a plausible outcome.
Again, the great lie of feminism is the opposite of that. It's telling them, no, it's not. And yes, it is. It is very much so. It's actually in the less probable that you're not going to get pregnant if you have sex. Again, we've developed and incorporated technologies to help increase, but the standard sexual dance results in pregnancy.
I got none.
So you're gonna invite Mitch?
Realize that I'm my character's wearing bunny slippers for Kefki's
bunny
benefit.
slippers.
No.
Where's your character? I don't see it.
And Jen, it's the funniest thing too, because
I just
that's
joined
where
your page. You just ran past me.
The feminists and the hardcore Christians agree. They're like, yeah, don't have sex. Don't have sex with men. Thank you. You're actually listening to us.
You're doing
Obviously,
the
they're not listening to them.
You're doing what we want you to do, but not doing.
Yeah, but the end action is what we want anyway. Like, don't have premarital sex, which, again, I'm not exactly a Christian at all, but I will say, yeah, you have to be ready. And it's not something I practiced when I was younger too, because obviously I was sold a bill of goods that I was too young and stupid to. And I was like, what? I can have sex with women? And even if they get pregnant, they can get an abortion. Awesome. And it's not like I was pro-abortion, but there is no stakes on my end if she got pregnant. She's getting pregnant. What are my stakes? That I eventually have to pay for alimony and child support? From what? I'm a teenager. I don't make money. I have a shitty job at Tim Hortons and I'm going to college. So in effect, I have no responsibility. And again, bringing it back to feminism, that's the lie that they sell to the men to be on board with feminism. Not that I was on board with feminism, but I didn't realize that what I was on board with was because of feminism.
All right.
Are these like a dungeon scenario?
Yeah. So the alerts are.
I've never played it. It looks cool though.
All right. So you have
pretty
solo,
fun.
duos, alerts, raids.
Why can't I not click on anything? Why can't I not do anything? Fuck.
So for solos, we can play it by yourself. You get all the content by yourself. Duos, you have a partner. Alerts have 4 people, in raids are like what, 8?
8.
Yeah.
Where's that?
Neat.
I mean, you can.
I haven't seen
top
DC Online in forever, so I've just it looks so much better than it used to.
I mean, you
Or was it
walk
called
around-
something else?
Huh?
No, I think it was always DC Universe Online.
Okay, okay. Oh, that would make sense because I do have a few hours playtime. Okay.
All right. What was I about to say?
I should be working, but I got so amped up and you guys were talking and then the interrupting happened. And...
It's all good. Shit.
Interrupticon.
Hassan Piker's
Sunday,
going to
Sunday,
jail.
Sunday, Interrupticon 7.
7 o'clock, Interrupticon. Hassan Piker's going to jail. And
Is he?
It's likely.
He may be.
So
you know, dare to dream.
I recall something that he did on one of his streams when he was in Cuba, and that was what I was gonna ask you guys before the stream started, because I'm like, oh my god, in hindsight, that is the dumbest thing I could. So when he was in there, and yeah, he was on the official Cuban side because they were trying to donate to the communists, which are the people in control.
Mm-hmm.
He gave a massive wad of cash to a guy that he claims he just met online.
Anything out of Hassan Piker's mouth is usually a lie.
Well,
no, he has a video of him doing it. Like, he has a video of him handing him a giant wad of cash. And
Why we
on
need
that video, he's like, I
remigration.
barely know this guy. I met him online like a couple months ago.
Well, you
This
got
is why we need remigration because there'd be so many people like Mehdi Hassan, Cenk Uygur, Hassan Piker. I would just be like,
I'll be back. I'm
your
switching to my computer."
citizenship is revoked. Get the fuck out.
Well, we need to get
Agreed.
rid of birthright citizenship. Like, once we get rid of that shit.
Well, sure, but the damage has been done. There are plenty of legal citizens in both our countries that have no right morally to be here. So we should have the chutzpah to turn around and say, you were given citizenship or the legal right, air quotes, right to be here. That goes against the benefits, the prosperity of our citizens. Get the fuck out. And I think that, both countries should basically do a moratorium on immigration and refugee claims and investigate the last 30, 40 years of refugee claims. Because in my building alone, Jen, after leading up to Trump winning again the second time and throughout the months following, my building is now full of Hispanics, which, okay, Hispanics, why? But they're here because they were refugees from the U.S.
Yeah.
Refugees from the U.S. of A., one of the most prosperous nations in the world, and somehow they're going to claim refugee status? That is fucked up.
Not even that
Agreed.
functional. In order for you to be a refugee to begin with, your home country has to be at war. And I'm pretty sure a lot of the people coming in are from war-torn countries.
These are
Well,
just
it's
but
not
yes,
just-
yes, but these are
it's not
these
just
are
war.
just these not just war, and these are just sort of an agreement between Western nations. We don't have the same agreements with East Asia. We don't have the same agreement with Russia. We don't have the same agreements with most of the Middle East. Although the Abraham Accords did include some of that, but it's like for like. So Arab for Arab. So when Arab nations need to take in refugees, they go to other Arab nations.
We're actually a little bit worse. We're not even doing what the Nordics are doing because they had a bunch of goofballs go to Denmark, and I think some of them went to the Netherlands, and they've basically put them into camps because they're like, yeah, we get that you're trans. You don't need to flee America because of that.
Yeah, right.
Oh, from America. Oh, I didn't hear about that. I
You
know
know-
that there's certain countries like Poland who have said all the things I've said since I came on the show today, and basically said, no, y'all can fuck off, and no, we're not taking any of you. And it takes some chutzpah to stand up against the EU, which I will remind people is a completely unelected body of bureaucrats that have far too much political say in Europe.
It's also the thing with our refugee problem is that we risk doing the exact same thing that England is doing. And the problem with what really is going on with England is it's a two-tier system that's gone way out of control with an inflated immigration system where you can see where the injustice is. And that isn't racist to say. It's just one of those things where you notice it more. You just do. And
Well, it's
and when
because of
peop-
feminism.
Well, it is. You know, it's this suicidal empathy where, in all honesty, your empathy should be for the people that you love the most, which would be your family. You know, and you can't sit there and be like, oh, well, you know, this guy just decided to slash a baby with a can because he's retarded. You know, because he doesn't understand that slashing a baby with a can is wrong, and he has a
And he can't
vacant
hold.
stare.
He can't
know-
be put in prison because he can't stand trial. He's too retarded.
And the worst thing is we can all say that, you know what, we grew up with people who, did come from different places, but they were vetted. They were properly vetted. You know, they came in at a
wanted
time
to be Canadian or American
Yes.
or British.
and they became like flat out they became
assimilate.
like you couldn't tell because the accent is ours. It's our accent.
Yeah.
And they
You
were
know,
vetted for, they were vetted for a lot of things, which included actually, I mean, physical
Criminality?
capability. I have not that distant relatives that could not come to the country when a lot of my family was coming through Ellis Island because they weren't allowing people in with simple birth defects.
Kefki has returned.
Rutabaga.
But is there a hairy horse?
Harry horse.
Spellicus interrupticus.
Yeah.
Horse. Oh man.
Are you a lantern?
You start that horse
I'm not
stuff, I'm
allergic.
gonna
Yeah.
go spam
Oh.
interrupted again.
Interrupt.
I'm all of you. I'm all of you. All of you. I'm just gonna.
Just start looking up lyrics to songs and do copy and paste, Kefki.
Oh, that's a
No,
great
no.
idea, Ryan.
Girl, you
Yeah,
got
that's
what
something
I
I would do.
need.
I'm gonna murder all of
Did
you.
you say he's just a
Oh,
friend?
Bismarcky.
You say he's just a friend. Oh, baby, you.
Homicide. Got it. That's what I'm
Get
saying.
up here as much as you want.
Homicide. That's what the doctor ordered.
Mitch.
I thought it was fentanyl.
You gotta take heat and call him in the morning.
It's
Kill-
fentanyl.
Kill two
Fentanyl.
friends and then
No,
and
he
then
said
kill a third one?
fennel, not fentanyl.
Oh, fennel.
Shit. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I just stepped on a kitten.
Oh God, you stepped on the kitten.
Yeah, for some reason she's like right under my feet as I'm sitting here at the desk.
Zed
That's
Thesnarchy
all
says,
cats ever.
"Oh God,
She wants
someone
belly
make him
rubs.
stop singing for the love of booze."
Zed said, "Shut the fuck up, functional."
You can't tell me to shut the fuck up because I'm not a woman.
Fuck to shut up.
And it's only appropriate to tell a woman to shut up. You know, sometimes you've just got to slap her.
Slap her. Just get a little slap.
Just get a
Yeah,
slap.
shut the fuck up, Zed Free. Wait. Hi, Zed Free. Huck.
just a little slap.
I forgot
this
Zed Free's not a
is-
woman.
Oh,
Don't summon banana.
the 7th of June. Don't forget, we're watching Crawl.
Crawl or crawl?
Crawl.
Crawl.
Oh, baby.
Oh God.
Ah.
What? You don't like Crawl?
Is it this week or
Zed
next?
No,
Thesnarchy
I'm
says,
jazzed to watch
No.
Crawl again. I haven't seen it in years.
Oh no, Kefki. Kefki said, "Oh no."
Oh.
It's the 7th. It's next, not this, the following.
It's the one with the star, right?
Yeah, the glaive that wasn't
The glaive. Yeah.
Bad guy with the power of love. It's
No.
Liam
so
Neeson.
Well, it isn't. It's technically it wasn't love. They were completing the merge. Like so. All right. So the ending literally. The ending is in order to complete their merge, he had to take the fire from her hand, which is a symbol of their love. It was them completing their marriage. She was going to. She loved
Could
him.
also be
She was going-
syphilis.
It could be that too.
Kefki says, "I am sorry, Zed Free."
Zephyri.
Can I help you, kitten?
But
wait.
it wasn't the power, just the power. Well, technically, it was kind of because they used a lot of fucking love in that movie.
But yeah,
Don't take money.
to defeat the enemy with the power of love. It's like
Don't take
no.
fame.
Well, it was because
I fucking hated.
what? Go ahead.
I
Functional.
hated that Scott Pilgrim. Even though I was in that movie, I fucking hate that movie. Scott Wood with the power of love. It's like, oh my god.
What?
This is teaching men that it's okay to be feminine. No, it's not. You're a man. Be masculine, because if you're feminine,
Be the
you're
wrong
actually
someone
a
the world
detriment to
wants you
women
to be.
around you.
The comics are so much fucking different. Manga it's from is so
They
different.
may be.
No, because in that one he doesn't get with Zed. He doesn't get with Ramona. He realizes that she is just as toxic as he is, and he gets with
K. Scholl
Nas
says,
has a
"Huey
relationship.
Lewis or Sailor Moon, Power of Love."
I don't know. I haven't seen it. I haven't read it. I read real books.
Zed says Huey Lewis or the news of Sailor Moon's Power of Love.
Huey Lewis.
Do you like Lewis in the
Sailor
news?
Moon There's a Sailor Moon Power of Love.
Did someone say Huey Lewis in the nude?
The news and
News.
News.
Zed asks what.
I got a brand new
Caw.
nude.
No.
Cock.
It's hip to be square.
Shut the fuck up.
Sailor
Zed
Moon
Free.
Zed Thesnarchy
Power
says,
of Love.
"I
believe
wasn't the
in
one
love?
that
Oh
asked
yeah,
that."
that was Kishol.
Oh, sorry,
said-
Kishol, my bad.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Go Kishol.
I believe in a thing called love. Just
I
listen to
don't.
I believe. I want to know what love is.
Oh, we're doing song lyrics. We're not
Oh my
talking
God,
about how
this
bleak
is-
the world is and how love doesn't actually exist, and it's all a trick that nature plays on you to get you to procreate.
I want you.
Yeah,
to
love
know.
doesn't
Awful.
exist,
Why
you
would
know?
you ever watch
That
that?
actually sounds kind of like a
What?
metal song there, Kefki.
Love is a lie that your heart tells your brain.
Yeah.
I googled Sailor Moon Power of Love. Why would you ever watch that, Keishel? That's awful. The only reason I ever watched Sailor Moon as a kid was because it was on in between Dragon Ball Z and G.I. Joe. I want to say, and there was no way in hell I was gonna let them be like, no, Sailor Jupiter is a lesbian with Sailor Uranus or whatever. And I'm like, no, I can change her. I can change her. I can
I
bring
can
her
fix
back. I
her
can fix her.
Reincarnated dude.
K.
She
Scholl
just needs-
says,
She just needs
"I like
strike
Sailor
parts
Moon."
again.
If I remember
K.
correctly,
Scholl
one
says
of
she
the
like.
sailors was a reincarnated dude.
Hold on. No, wait a minute. Sailor Moon God damn it, Keisho says she
Zed
likes Sailor
says
Moon.
Narky says, don't lie. You watched for the hot chicks in the mini skirts.
Sailor Moon was a really
Again,
progressive
that's
show back
your
in the day.
problem, not mine.
Hold on, because y'all can't hear it, and he's commenting on like what you're doing. So Zed said, don't lie. You watch it for the hot girls in mini skirts. Rotten. What you said is Uranus and Neptune. Neptune, if I'm not mistaken, isn't a reincarnated dude. He is a dude, and and he was supposed to be in a relationship with Uranus. Problem is American media, so they turned him into a girl in the American translations, and then they also made them cousins because, yeah.
What?
Yeah. So again, they're
our version is cousins.
Yeah. So the version that we got is they're cousins because American kids media wouldn't do the whole sexual relationship.
Degenerate incest? No, we should have dropped another bomb.
No, it wasn't. It isn't an incestuous relationship. It's just that it is an intense relationship because he's Neptune's a man. No, he's a actual physical man. He's a guy.
Who dresses in women's clothing. That makes you a tranny.
He's not a tranny.
No, that just makes you a crossdresser.
See, there's
Which
a
is a
difference.
tranny. I'm using the actual word of the actual
Remember
defining word,
Minions?
not the feminist revisionist fucking redefinition of the word.
All right,
Just a sweet transvestite.
All right, but
from transsexual Transylvania.
But the point I'm trying to make is
I got disconnected.
Oh shit! They wouldn't. They wouldn't allow it, so they made him a girl.
Yeah,
K.
localizers
Scholl
fucked
says,
it up like usual.
both Neptune and Uranus are female.
Well, back then it was different.
Which one was the one of them was the.
But they were
a dude.
cousins.
No, they made
regardless.
That was
In the actual Japanese cartoon, they did make them both female, but in the manga, you're
Narky
taking that
says,
from the manga.
I don't know what's
Don't
more off
care.
the mark, the reason for changing
sex.
Uranus/Neptune
they
from lesbians
cousins?
to
Because they were
cousins,
having a
or the
relationship
fact that
regardless of
someone
the sex.
confusing Zoisite for. I lost track.
If they were cousins at all, it's like the ancient
Zed
royal
says Narky
kind.
says,
You know,
either Zoisite
like
or the
fifth,
Starlights,
sixth.
one of the two.
Oh, okay. Because that was my biggest point of contention was, but they're cousins? Like, that's incestuous. That's disgusting. For very good reason that, you need genetic diversity of a sort to prevent a lot of
I mean, it's a Japanese anime. I mean,
It's also
but it might just be hold on.
Kefki
It might
says,
just be fiction.
Zed
It might just be anime. But
me ples.
politics is downstream from culture, as the adage goes, and what you normalize within the culture, as we've seen play out. Let's not deny that it bleeds its way into governance and
Narky says,
politics. That
Kefki
does have
dot
real
okay,
world effects. So
fine.
when you say yes, but they're, let's just say, for argument's sake, oh well, they're actually brother and sister, but they were just kissing, and we're not talking Luke and Leia. They didn't know, peck on the thing for good luck. We're talking
Kefki
like
says,
they intimate the
"Yai,
fact that these two are having sex. That's where I actually have a take issue with it. Not out of a puritanical sense, because it's there to propagandize. It's not there to question the relationship, because if there was a question of the relationship,
there is
Go ahead.
I was about to say there is an anime that actually has a brother-sister relationship, and it's there to question the relationship.
And that's fine. That I don't have an issue with, because that's actually good. That's educational. That's the Star Trekian way of saying, here's the scenario. Now, it's up to you as the viewer, the viewer, the consumer of this art, to then make the decision. And hopefully we've given you enough of the information, the facts about the matter, about why things are good or bad or beneficial or detrimental, to make the decision. And the takeaway is resoundingly, like 95%, the average viewer will be like, yeah, that is what Picard did or what whoever Kirk did is probably the best way to handle a scenario like that. And so I agree with, or even what made, DS9 great was the fact that it flipped it kind of on its head and said, yeah, they did a really bad thing, but you know what? That was for the greater good, and not the greater good in the communist sense, but the greater good in the cultural sense, the survival sense, to be like,
They were at war.
Yeah. Well, not even the war issues, but there were other issues. Take Loaxana and Odo having the air quotes fake marriage. I mean, they're stealing this man's child. But you know what? With the information that they've given in this particular case, that's a pretty good. I shouldn't say good. That is an acceptable use of something that would otherwise I would consider to be an evil.
I'm going to
You see
count
what I'm
that
saying?
one, Zed. I'm going to count that one functional. She knew what she was getting into when she married him.
Well, let's not get bogged down in the specifics because I'm using it as just a broad stroke because I do disagree with you. Yes, but fuck, what's his name? Jayal was a very different man while they were courting before the marriage, and then after the marriage he changed and became very possessive and a different kind of like bad dude, and that's why she wanted to escape. It wasn't because of the cultural reasons. It was because before that, yes, in Tavnian law or whatever, they separate men and women until they're, I want to say late teens, early 20s, something like that. And she knew that, but he was not hard line about that happening should they have kids. And that's where, again, it's a very specific example, but that's where Star Trek really shines in saying, yes, there are pros and cons to either side. And Star Trek, when it was Star Trek, was very good at saying, this is this scenario, and it's up to you, the viewer, to be like, what side are you on ultimately? And could you make those same decisions, not, smacking you over the head with it and going, no, don't be a bigot. Don't be a bigot. Don't be a bigot. Of course she has to run away. It's like, no, not of course, because there's minutia in every aspect of it. Interrupt.
Of course.
But I think we all agree that that's what Star Trek does really good, is that it presents a scenario and says you, the viewer of this art, are now given the latitude to, in your own mind, what would you do?
Throw me an invite again, Tyr.
Hold on a second. We're still in that TFO.
Oh, I know.
So my thing is like, there's a lot of shows and a lot of movies now that would just turn that around and just make it to where that she's the, they do some kind of bullshit where it would make any sense.
Yeah, I know what
You know
you
what I
mean. Where, and again, that's the delineation of what made Trek so good. Beyond, good or bad, you can use arts and entertainment to sway opinions, to change minds, to try to propagandize. And sure, propaganda has a bad. Stop licking my toes. Where was I? Propaganda could be good, could be bad. Like, for instance, to counter the propaganda from feminism in the West, I would posit that we need propaganda of our own to combat it using facts, logic, and reason. And so what Trek is so good at doing...
Kryptonite.
Yeah, it's like accountability, right?
Right.
And again, what Trek does really good is allow people, teach people how to think, not what to think.
Exactly.
It's
when
pulling
shows did that.
It's pulling on the same strings that ideally your education as a young person should have been doing, in teaching you how to process information and think about these things, and not exactly what to think, because maybe this is my liberal bias. This is my liberal bias, and I mean liberal in the Lockean traditional sense. Is he kicking your ass?
No.
Just Just hit him with something. What's the counter of? Is it orange or red?
For yellow, I believe the counter is sapphire.
Yeah, mama.
Violet, love.
I believe the counter is these. Never mind.
These nuts.
Is it violet?
I was gonna make
Oh
it
no,
these
the
nuts
direct,
just
the
a bit
direct
more.
counterpart to yellow is the Green Lantern Corps. What am I talking about?
Will,
All I had is
fear,
attention for a minute.
rage, greed, hope, despair.
See, but my
and-
problem is Hal is just standing there. Why isn't Hal helping you?
He's helping
Come on,
occasionally.
Hal.
Oh, he throws a little green puffball every 2 seconds or so.
What a piece of shit.
The AI in this game is horrible.
Hal,
Hal is
Jordan,
one of the
you're
worst
useless.
lanterns ever.
Agreed. John Jones is
my
one.
feet. I've gotta
John. That's
be
right.
right back.
That's Martian Manhunter.
John Stewart?
Fuck, what's his name? No.
Guy Gardner.
Yeah, John Stewart's one of my favorites.
Kyle
I
Rayner.
like Guy Gardner, honestly. Guy Gardner.
Guy Gardner's the funniest one.
Guy Gardner's been a Green Lantern, a Yellow Lantern, and a Red Lantern. So yeah.
Kefki okay over there?
Zed Thesnarchy says.
Batman's had
Oh,
like
And
a
that's why I
lantern
stick with EVE
gauntlet,
Online.
Would you say Cat?
I said, and Batman's had like a lantern gauntlet.
Like he
Yeah.
he defeated yeah.
I think my favorite Batman Green Lantern interaction is him getting in a snit and painting the entire Batcave yellow.
Oh no, I think one of my favorite hit is he steals Hal Jordan's ring.
Well, that's my favorite.
Yeah, I
like
love that
one of the actual animated. Was
That's in the movie. That's in the Justice League War, I think.
That's why I hate Batman so much, because yes, he's had every lantern ring, but only through the power of stupid writing.
Yeah.
Uh,
So I'm
Where they make
just
Batman
not
the
a
main
big
character.
Batman fan, because it's always about, oh, but if he's prepared, I'm like, yeah, well, if Superman
Batman
was
has
prepared,
caught
he could
people
just
unprepared.
he could just throw a mountain on top of him and kill him. So the preparation argument is so dumb.
Yeah, and so
I don't.
Batman
It's
has
not that I
literally
have a problem with
nearly
people liking Batman.
one at a time. The Rod was trying to say something, and then we'll go to.
No, I was just
and then
making the
Funko.
joke of like, and so is Macaulay Culkin in Home Alone.
No.
Yeah. All right.
He was prepared.
Critical.
I was only just saying that Batman nearly fucking got killed by the Shredder in their encounter.
And functional.
Zed Thesnarchy says. And if I remember right, it's green for courage, yellow for fear, red for rage, pink for alternative lifestyles. Wait.
Okay, then I'll take it.
Wait a minute. Somebody go read Zed's Kefki, do me a favor. Read Zed's last post.
It says Tyr is
You want-
a twat.
K.
Oh wait.
You want me to
Scholl
read it
says.
in like my lefty
LOL.
voice?
Yes.
Yes.
And if I remember correctly, or sorry, if I remember right, it's green for courage, yellow for fear, red for rage, and pink for alternative lifestyles. Wait.
We never talk about pink kryptonite. We never talk about that.
Dumbest invention ever.
It makes Superman gay.
That is the dumbest.
Turns the friggin' Kryptonians gay.
Is the dumbest thing ever. Like whoever invented that shit, it should be bashed in the head with a brick until they bleed.
Like I can understand the pink lantern kind of, but the pink krypton, the different kryptonites is just stupid.
Say Tyr. To be fair, they probably to be fair, they probably bashed their own heads in with the brick after coming up with that. So
That was the biggest mistake they could have ever done.
That is the dumbest thing ever. That is fucking stupid.
Is it the dumbest?
So wait a minute. If Bizarro is pretty much the opposite of everything that Superman stands for, wouldn't that make Bizarro gay?
I don't know.
I mean, wouldn't it? I mean, just by sheer like everything, right?
I don't think Bizarro was meant to be an opposite, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And also, of course, Bizarro has to be communist and gay.
Bizarro gay too.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just making fun of it. I'm just making fun of the whole situation.
Bizarro can't fight Superman. Superman too cute.
Zed
How did we
Thesnarchy
get
says,
Bizarro?
Bizarro, Lex Luthor's failed attempt to clone Superman.
He goes Bizarro. Zed says Bizarro. Lex Luthor's failed attempt to clone Superman. Depending on the continuity, Bizarro is his own entity.
Yep. He is.
And then you got someone like Mr. Mitsoplik.
Mixopilix.
Yes, him. That guy. That one there.
No, the reason I like Superman so much, he's a bit of an overpowered character. I will give it that, and I understand that the counter to sort of straw man or steel man, the other side of why people don't like him, in general, is that he's kind of like overpowered. He's he's basically kind of like a god type. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But the reason I like him is it kind of draws on the central tenet of what it means to be masculine, in that it's restraint. He does have a lot of the power, sure, yeah, but a lot of the time he's holding back with good reason, because sure, with the Joker, he could just kill him. With with any of these villains, he could just take them out and kill them. He often gets pushed to a point where he does actually have to do great harm to the opponents.
Overpowered other monsters, yeah.
Yeah, when he fought, who was the British guy? I forget.
Mansfield Black?
No, it's the
Manchester Black.
Manchester.
And is that the one he ended up lobotomizing?
Yes, Manchester
Superman,
Black.
because because he pushed Superman so far to the edge, and Black thought he killed Superman, and Superman's like, "No, bitch, you just proved to me that." Yeah, you just proved to me just how dangerous of a psycho you are. So this is me now. You don't see the beams coming out of his eyes, but he's tightly focusing on a part of his brain and using his heat vision to lobotomize him, so he's no longer like, he basically turns him into a gibbering retard. And I'm like,
no, he didn't do that. He did.
He just removed his powers.
He took his powers away.
Yeah, he removed. No, he didn't take the powers away either. What he did was he removed access to those powers.
Yeah. And that's
Still,
why
it's a really
I like
fun
Superman,
movie.
because it's got that notion of, that is, at least in my estimation, in my philosophy, what is the central tenet of what it means to be masculine, a man,
Ready for another one?
is that restraint.
Always. Yeah, he's got the restraint, but also, if you remember that fan film we watched, where it was Clark Kent, and there was no Superman in it except for a pair of red boots.
Yeah.
Where he was talking to that girl who had got that teen pregnancy girl.
Well, it falls
And-
under
and he
the
did
whole
it to
thing we
Doomsday
had about
too?
modern writers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
To
he
where-
lobotomized. That was a full lobotomy, though.
Yeah, I mean, I know in the alternate version, Lord Superman did it to a whole bunch of people. That's not exactly what I'm talking about, but yeah, Doomsday and Manchester Black misconception. In the famous comic storyline Superman 775, readers often believe Superman lobotomizes the psychic villain Manchester Black using his heat vision. However, Superman faked the lobotomy. He actually just hit Black with a calculated blast that temporarily gave him a concussion, which shut down the villain's powers and taught him a valuable moral lesson. That's what I was thinking of. Okay. I know, but I was probably referring to Doomsday because I do specifically remembering him turning somebody into a gibbering retard.
Well, it was Justice Lord Superman that.
Yeah.
Was it? I thought it was the main canon as
At
well.
least
that...
in the what do you call it? In the DC animated universe, it was Justice Lord Superman that lobotomized Doomsday. Doomsday got better, but then it was air quote our Superman who, without any kind of a trial or anything like that, sentenced him to the Phantom Zone. Doomsday sentenced Doomsday to the Phantom Zone, which you could argue is very much just as bad as doing a lot of other shitty things.
Yeah.
I mean, it's no less sitting in judgment over Doomsday than what Justice Lord Superman did.
Oh yeah.
This guy.
The claws of the demon.
This one has shinies that I don't have.
I do like shinies.
I do like the shinies.
I'm trying to fight the last little bit of Brainiac's robot to go fight him.
What?
Say.
Too wonky?
Okay, Mitch.
The Incorporator bot.
From recent things going on out in the world.
Yeah.
Alex Murdaugh.
Who?
Yeah.
Who?
So, guy accused of murdering his wife and his son, convicted, conviction thrown out because clerk of the court tampered with the jury.
Yep.
Oof.
And because they allowed a lot of irrelevant evidence. Well, they basically allowed a lot of evidence of irrelevant financial crimes.
Huh.
And the guy's a bad guy. He deserves to be in jail for.
We need 4 people for this. Oh fuck!
Dang it!
Yeah, we ain't getting out of this one, guys.
All right, guess we gotta hop out. I guess. How do you hop out of TFO?
And how much time does it
die?
Hold on.
Because
go to your map and warp menu and just go to House of Legends.
At least they don't have the lever penalty like fucking what's called does.
Yeah, no kidding.
God damn, there's so many of these damn bots.
Say only now because of this, the prosecutor's talking about putting the death penalty on the table.
All right,
which
hold on, let me get. Go ahead.
I'm not sure what I think about that.
Well, here's the thing. Since it's clearly a retaliatory action by the prosecutor, it would be illegal for them to add a death penalty to the trial.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I don't believe I watched the first trial. I don't believe he killed them. I know he was convicted, but having watched the first trial and seeing him grovel on the stand confessing all the crimes he did do to point out the one he didn't do.
Who is this?
Alex Murdaugh.
lawyer in the Carolinas. It was lots of financial crimes.
Well, the
Yeah.
other side of this though is that I think it was I'm trying to remember because I was following this shit before it came to trial. There was just a one man YouTuber team who went out and dug up a lot of information and put together a lot of content, and he did a damn good job covering it. And if I remember correctly,
You okay,
am I
Kefki?
correct on purpose?
Take it easy, Cozy. Take it easy, Kefki.
If I remember correctly, the police fucked up this investigation from the get go.
Oh, absolutely.
And another fact that throws a monkey into this particular wrench is that I think it's his father and uncle or father and grandfather. There's some kind of a legacy.
Father, grandfather, and great grandfather. I'm reading it right now.
Okay, yeah, there's some sort of a major legacy of this family in this area's legal circles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that puts everything into question. Because not only are they going to have friends, they're going to have enemies. And it's not always going to be apparent who they are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and having watched the whole first trial and everything, the fact that he was in a bad way for financial crimes and stealing from people and drugs and everything, the thing that made the most sense to me for all of the evidence was one of two things. And either one makes reasonable doubt for conviction and trial. The first one is his son was responsible for somebody's death. And I believe it was a girl's death in the community. And
There was a
were
boating
people,
accident, wasn't there?
yeah, it was a boating accident, something like that. And there were people that were not, shall we say that they weren't discreet about what they wanted to do to him, and actually had the means and opportunity to do. The other, that was just one of them. The other one is,
Yeah, this
okay,
is a mess.
the
Yeah,
guy
it's a clusterfuck.
the guy is tons of financial crimes, stealing from his clients, and part of that's because of trying to give his wife and son lifestyle, but a lot of it's because of getting hooked badly on drugs.
Yeah.
Oh my.
And you mess with the wrong people in those circles, and they make an example of you. And that example, just like your you get in bad with the wrong bookie, it's not a they kill you, they kill people close to you.
Uh-huh.
And so the thing that always made the most sense to me was he didn't kill them, but he knows who did and has kept his silence because he still has living family members.
Yep.
That has made far more sense to me than the notion that he killed his wife and his son, who all accounts he absolutely adored, doted on. Everything he did was
Right.
for his wife and his oldest son. And then there's tire track evidence they didn't pursue at all. They're making up cell phone tracking out of whole cloth on a time path that just it doesn't match.
A timeline that doesn't track.
Yeah, the timeline is off. And there's other things, and then it's the whole notion of whether he would or wouldn't hear the gunshots from where he was, and there's a chance that he wouldn't. But if he did, where they were living, this is out in the country, in the Carolinas, and it's in wild hog country. Gunshots would be common.
Yep.
And then there's
Yeah.
the absolute impossibility of cleaning himself up after the fact. He would have had to. The only blood that was on him was contact blood from discovering the bodies.
Oh my.
And what they were describing as the method of murder, which was shooting them. And because of where they were shot from, it'd have to be reasonably close range if it was him doing it
Where's
to
the
match
splatter?
to match the court's thing. He would have been covered with head to foot with splatter, and that would have been he had all of like 4 minutes or 6 minutes to get back to the house on a big property. We're talking about acres of land. Get back to the house, cleaned up so that there's no trace of other blood evidence on him and no trace of blood evidence on any clothing beyond what he was wearing that had clearly apparent contact only. This wasn't aerosolized by blowing the kid's head off at close range or anything like this. This wasn't the splatter you always get. No, this was the kind that you get when you fall to your knees and grab and try to start cradling a kid that you have loved his entire life, kind of thing.
What you're relaying here is another great example of what I mean when I say police no longer investigate. They don't investigate for the purposes of figuring out who committed a crime. They investigate for the purposes of nailing someone that they like for the crime.
Yeah, they investigate for the purposes of who can I convict for this.
Yes.
Okay.
They decided early on they wanted to get Alex Murdaugh, I think.
Oh, I
So-
agree
so
because
their investigation followed that path. Just like with the what's her face with the broken tail light and
Yeah.
running over a cop or some shit. I can't remember the details anymore.
Yeah, Karen
Reed.
Yeah.
Just like
And
that one.
the thing is, like the day that this happened, it started getting out about all of his drug use and financial crimes and everything. They would have not seen any reason to look beyond him. And the prosecution's theory is that basically he murdered the wife and the son for the purpose of having the sympathy and everything on that delay the discovery and prosecution for the financial crimes and everything. Like, this is the most ludicrous and absurd theory for guilt and motive that I have heard in the last year.
Just understanding how blood spatter works.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just understanding that. And I think most people have a basic idea. If you understand that, you understand that claim that it's
I'll be back,
a
guys. Give me a
deflection.
drink. I'm listening.
All right. The claim that it's a deflection for another series of crimes, that's incredibly convoluted. That spits in Occam's eye.
Yep.
I don't buy it for a second. But again,
Yeah.
like I said, police do not investigate for the purpose of solving crimes.
Yeah, and it's like I know a jury convicted him, but after they spent half the trial pointing out why he was such a terrible person for these financial crimes, and yeah, the guy is already on basically going to be in jail for the rest of his life for the financial crimes, which he deserves. But he doesn't deserve to spend one day in prison for the murders.
Right.
Especially if he loved them.
And meanwhile, we'll get people posting on social media that say anyone who harms a child needs to be executed immediately, and I'm like, no, because we can't trust our justice system, our government, to make that determination anymore, because we no longer follow evidence. We follow our gut in law enforcement these days. We don't really follow evidence anymore. Prosecutors are seeking easy cases so that they can pad out their what do you call it? Help me out. Pad out their record
stats
so that they can run for office later.
Yeah, they want to pad their resume for. They want to pad their resume for their political
aspirations.
future. And there are people who try to tell me that, you know, that's absurd. But no, I have watched prosecutors go for the easy situation where we can't prove that a crime was even committed.
Yep.
But we're fairly confident that if we charge and overcharge, say, assume for the sake of argument, assume for a second that a crime actually was committed and this person committed the crime, overcharge way beyond the crime that was committed for the hopes of, rather than having to fight it out in court and everything, just toss a bone of an easy plea deal to say,
yeah,
hey, it's an easy conviction, and yeah, now you've got one more conviction. I was like, I've been tough on crime. I've put all these people in jail and everything. It's like, first make sure that you can demonstrate that a crime was committed.
Yep.
Then make sure you can demonstrate that the person you're accusing of the crime actually did it. And this takes actual investigation. It takes reason.
It takes effort.
Integrity.
It takes effort. It takes science.
And then there's the irony of it where England's like, let me would you guys hold my beer? Because like they have this like Henry kid, where she's on camera saying to his face, he's saying, I've been stabbed. I don't think you have.
Yeah, the cops are telling this kid, I don't think you've been stabbed. Meanwhile, he's been stabbed in the back and in the back of his legs while he was trying to flee a lunatic Sikh, who they've let go, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's literally bleeding out in front of him. And it's like,
bled to death in police custody because they didn't want to look into him being stabbed. This is law enforcement, okay? This is what our governments have become.
and I look at it as like, if you bleed to death in police custody because they can't be bothered to actually try and get you proper emergency medical treatment, they should be charged with murder.
Yes. In fact, the UK government is refusing to release that body cam footage. I mean, I'm not being hyperbolic when I say this stuff about cops. I'm not saying it for drama. This is what they fucking are.
Mm-hmm.
The examples are everywhere. How many times have we heard a story about a police department, and one cop in particular within that department, breaking records for drunk driving arrests? Only to find out that everyone's blowing zero on breathalyzers, passing roadside sobriety tests, and they're getting arrested anyway. Well, that tells me a couple of different things. That tells me the police have no faith in the tests, which suggests that the tests may be shit, just like the
Well,
COVID test were.
The police have some faith in the tests, but they're incentivized to get the arrests. So if the tests don't get them the results that they want, they're going for it anyway. Now the 3 tests that are recognized, one of them has a certain degree of actual objective evidence to it, provided there's no conditions triggering in the involuntary action, because there are medications and medical conditions that will trigger the same response.
Yep.
The other 2 are far more observational and subjective, but here's the simple fact on those field sobriety tests. All they're doing is building a case on you. It's just giving them evidence. These are not pass fail, like you do well enough, you're going to clearly pass and everything, or you bomb it out, you're going to fail. This is pass fail based on whether or not the police officer wants to arrest you. And if they want to arrest you, you will fail.
Yes. Not to mention that they'll conveniently smell alcohol.
Yeah.
yeah,
That's one of those
conveniently.
that I've got this. I mean, that's one of those where I hope I never have one of those kind of stops and everything, because I'm afraid the snark might come out. I was like, well, I'm detecting a strong odor of alcohol. Well, officer, if you weren't drinking on the job, that wouldn't happen.
Officer pulls me over. It's like, you know why I pulled you over? Because you can spell donut.
Well, I like to use better tactics than that. I mean, one strategy that I think if I'm ever confronted by a cop again, one strategy I'm going to immediately use is, what's with your eyes? Just ask them before they can ask you.
Do you get extra radio with those ears?
No, I mean, what's with your eyes? Why are they red and glassy?
Yeah, your eyes are bloodshot and...
Yeah.
Why are you slurring your speech?
Oh, Lord Jesus Christ.
Why are you slurring your hearing?
See, here's what you do. You remain calm, but you do everything you can to aggravate the fuck out of them. And when the more aggravated they get, the more their speech will slur.
And no, we're not advocating to do that on the minions. This is just in case there's a breaking case emergency kind of thing.
What? We're not breaking. There's nothing illegal about what we're saying.
No,
not in the slightest. Also, note, this is not legal advice.
No,
not lawyers. They're not lawyers. They're not advocates.
It's not legal advice. It's a potential strategy that you may choose to employ.
I waive my right to take up on account that I'm a fucking smart ass.
You gotta remember, sometimes the best way to be a smartass is to keep your cool.
True.
See,
if you can turn your smartassicisms into
says, everyone knows if you can defeat the cop in single combat, they have to let you go.
Troll them that way.
God damn it.
What?
Another one that you can have fun with, Mitch.
What?
You get those buttons that can be like coded to. You can like record just a few words and everything. You get a few of them, like this one. You press this one. It's like, I invoke my right to remain silent.
Frosted Glass
I invoke
said,
say, I do not consent to any searches. I invoke my right to an attorney.
Hold on.
Always record your interaction.
Frosted Glass says, everyone knows if you can defeat a cop in single combat, they have to let you go.
Say that again?
The problem with that, Frosted, is one, they cheat. Two, when you're dealing with cops, there's no such thing as single combat.
Nope.
True.
They're too cowardly to do that.
They've got pack tactics. They travel in packs.
Even as a training exercise, you want to know what kind of cowards cops are? I will point it right out to you. This is, you can verify
says,
it.
Phone.
The taser
might be a while,
is how
so I just
cowardly
left.
Cops are. The fucking taser, because they never take a real hit from it. Oh, they like
Alexander the
oh,
Scourge
oh,
says,
we
KK.
get hit by the taser when we're in training. No, you don't.
No, you don't.
You're in training for a taser. Hang on, let me finish that. I'm gonna fucking mother. Anyway, if you're in proper training for being hit by a taser, you don't have your buddies there to hold on to you and to slowly lower you to the ground. Let's put them through the proper training. Let's add a sense of reality to this training. All right, tase the cop and let him go face first into a fucking curb, like they let everyone else do. Treat them exactly the same way they treat the American people.
I will go half defense on some departments. It was always interesting to because prior life doing courier work and everything, you learn who some of the cops are too, and always an interesting thing to deliver to the cops' house on the night of taser training day, because that particular department, it was they are tasing you. They're doing examples of drive stun, but they're doing examples of at range, and nobody's within arm reach when you do it. They tase you and you are falling to the floor like a ton of bricks. And this
padded surface,
I can't say padded, but not concrete. So
padded.
The linoleum kind of thing maybe, but you run into the guy goes through taser training, and he's laughing afterwards, but the guy is black and blue from the falls he's taken to the floor and has light burn marks from the tasing. So they don't do it necessarily over concrete and everything, but there are at least departments that do you're going to take the hit and you're just going to fall. You don't have the buddy help there. It's
now let's see if they proceed with their fellow officers the way they do with people on the street. Do they then proceed to cuff and beat the shit out of them, slam their head into the ground?
No, and every time I see a cop do a leg sweep maneuver, my gut thing is like, charge him with attempted murder, because I always see police do we're going to try and make it so you can't use your arms to pad the fall. I'm going to sweep your legs. I'm going to try and face plant you, not into a lawn, into concrete.
Yep.
Now, if you're dealing with somebody that's moderate height, 5'8", 6'2", okay, I am trying to take and put your full weight plus the force of my arms into planting you face first at gravity plus muscle into cement. You're trying to kill. That's not trying to subdue the person. Murder. That's trying to kill or permanently cripple them.
Excuse me.
Oh, and incidentally, prosecutors, that's not negligence. If that person dies, it's not negligent homicide. It's not. It's not a therapeutic misadventure. It's murder. Prosecutors are just as guilty. So are judges.
Well, you get into some of that you get into the whole immunity thing. Cops with qualified immunity, which, if there's any such thing, it should be exactly the same as self-defense law. Self-defense law is a defense of confession and avoidance. It is, I did the deed. This is why it's legally justified. This is why it's not illegal.
Right.
Qualified immunity should be exactly that. I did the deed. This is why it should not be considered illegal. And that is a question not for a judge, but for a jury.
I agree.
Yeah, I was
also
working in accordance with the law.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I think the difference between government and the people is the people should have the legal advantage. In all cases.
Yes.
unless
the
unless
deck
you're unless
is
you're a tyranny.
the deck is always supposed to be stacked against the government.
Yes. Therefore,
Always.
we shouldn't have to. My Fifth Amendment right doesn't happen just because I proclaim it specifically. It always exists.
Yeah,
It exists
correct.
independent of my proclamations. If anything, the police should have to declare or should have to claim qualified immunity, and then they should have to support it with evidence. That's how that should work. Yeah, you get
Yeah,
qualified
that's
immunity, or you can get immunity in court if you're a cop, but you have to invoke it and you have to support that invocation with evidence.
yeah, and that's one place where I believe it should differ from self-defense law, because self-defense, you make the burden of presentation, you claim self-defense and a basic declaration of fact pattern that is your justification, and then the prosecution has to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that that's not, that it couldn't be that.
Exactly.
I think that for qualified immunity, if they are claiming qualified immunity, the burden of proof should be on them to demonstrate why it was, and that goes into the
Only
deck
if they
should
invoke it,
always
though.
be the deck should always be stacked against the government, and they are agents of the government.
Yep.
And even if they're being put on criminal trial for these deeds, they are agents of the government, and in that case, I think that the deck should be stacked against both sides.
Okay.
But it should be truly an affirmative defense that is a matter of you have to prove enough of your claim.
No. We should make it perfectly clear. This is not a preponderance of evidence scenario. This is a
No,
beyond a reasonable doubt scenario. Because I mean, if it's police, it's generally involving criminal activity.
Yeah.
Or at least it should be, because the way cops act, they have no authority over civil matters. Well, then get the fuck out of my yard. It's a civil matter. Get the fuck out of here. You have
Get
no
off
authority
my-
here. Piss off. And if they don't move fast enough and I draw a weapon, well, that's because the cops are now trespassing and somebody should draw on them to get the point across. Because you know how they like to move slowly, saunter, and fucking try to argue you into submission. Fuck that. Get out of my yard. But when they claim qualified immunity, they should have to prove that beyond a reasonable doubt.
Yep. They can't just automatically willy-nilly get it. That
Right.
pisses me off.
Which means, again, the judges will hate this because it means they have to work.
Well, it goes back to the confession and avoidance. In this case, I did the thing. Now I'm going to prove to you why it's justified.
Yep.
Yep.
And I will go say they should be getting charged criminally for stuff too, but I will go, I think that a citizen winning a 1983 against a cop or municipality, even if it is by settlement, should automatically trigger a no discretion criminal trial of those same individuals.
I can live with that.
Prosecution does not have any prosecuting discretion on it. There was enough to win by the preponderance of evidence in a civil matter. You must take it and try it criminally.
Yes. I'm good with that.
And I am for the elimination of absolute immunity for
The judiciary.
prosecutors.
Oh, and the prosecutors, yes.
They should they should have the same kind of immunity options as the cops. And the thing is, there are good reasons to say there should be protections for prosecutors, and that is you don't want them being tied up indefinitely civilly for actually doing their jobs. The problem is you have got prosecutors who have actively suborned perjury to try and convict innocent people knowingly done it. Like, I know this person is lying to convict an innocent person. I helped set it up for them to do it, and can't be charged civilly by the people they wronged because of absolute immunity that prosecutors have. And that should never exist.
Agreed.
Yes.
So if you know, and I think that should be something that is also determined by a citizen grand jury. Was this in the course of their normal employment and proper function as a prosecutor seeking justice, or was this driven by something other than the pursuit of justice? Did they actually do something that was grossly unethical or illegal? Did they do something that any reasonable person would know is wrong? Were they telling people to?
I mean, these are the kind of people who like to throw their education in everyone else's face. So I say, fine. If you're going to throw your education in everyone else's face, then we're going to assume you know better. We're going to assume that you committed this crime intentionally.
Well, yeah, and that's the thing is if you're dealing with something that's grossly illegal, then they should know.
Well, Rodden was trying to speak. Go ahead, Rodden.
I was going to say, I'm of the firm belief, since they like to say ignorance of the law is no excuse, arrogance of the law is no excuse either, and should actually be punished harder.
I like that. Arrogance of the law, no excuse of the law.
Those who are tasked with writing, passing, and enforcing our laws should be held the most completely, thoroughly, and strictly to account for obedience of those same laws.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And here's one thing that has been so diluted and distorted and twisted in today's society: the notion of impeachment, and people saying, "Oh, it's a political process." No, the Constitution defines impeachment as a criminal process for dealing with crimes. I'll give you more. It is specific to what they call high crimes and misdemeanors. By the historical classic sense, this is not especially egregious crimes and misdemeanors. This is crimes committed by those in high office.
Yep.
It technically qualifies as high crime and misdemeanor for an impeachment offense to have a person in high office criminal, jaywalk.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And the earliest impeachments in the history of the country involved things like prostitution.
What were you?
That never went away.
Who were you impeached for? Jaywalking.
Yeah, but it's been distorted because this is a criminal process. This is a prosecution for criminal action by those in high office to remove them from office, to open the doors for any other legal process against them. and that's been turned into a political tool to, I don't like this person, we're going to remove him from office.
Right.
And that's never what it was intended to be.
A lot of those types of powers have become politically abused.
Well, that's a lot of that, Tyr, is down to the American people allowing their government to con them into believing things that just aren't true. We seem to think in this country that sitting members of Congress and the Senate are immune from prosecution, and that it says that in the Constitution. It doesn't. It says that they are immune from arrest if they are on their way to a session.
Yeah, they're immune to arrest if they're on the way to a session.
So if they're driving drunk on the way to that session, yeah, they can get pulled over. But as soon as they're, oh, you're Congressman so and so, I'll go to your session. But you still
and then arrest them when they're out of the. Say you can still arrest them and charge them after they get out of the session.
Yes.
You just can't arrest them as an action that keeps them from going to the session.
Exactly. In fact, you can escort them.
Yep.
You can collect evidence along the way, even. But no, see, we don't have law enforcement in this country that's got the courage to do that kind of shit anymore. How many of them do you constantly hear in some recording or other say, I'm just trying to do my job? Well, no, you're not, for one. And what a lovely way to say I'm just following orders.
Oh,
since the 1940s.
Say you'll love this one, Mitch. I have had a trend of the ones that I've listened to in the last week where it's like, this has happened, we get to investigate. Like, well then, moron, investigate.
Yeah. See what that's like.
You get to investigate. So far, you haven't done any investigating. Maybe try that, and you won't be hassling somebody who's broken no laws.
Do you have any evidence that I was on their property? Well, no. Then why are you pestering me? You don't just get to walk up to me and start barking orders and making demands, Sparky.
And there's one one law I'd love to see. It's in Texas, and I would love to see it in place in every state. Is the only time you have to identify if you're not like pulled over for an actual moving violation, where you have to present ID and registration, proof of insurance and everything. The only time you have to identify yourself is if you are already under arrest.
Yep.
That's Texas, and the cops always get that one wrong. Texas cops get that one wrong every single day. It says plain as day in no uncertain terms. That
Because
the
they just
only
expect
time
that people will just listen to them anyways.
Well, yeah, because the people have let themselves get conned into believing they're supposed to.
And
It's
the
one
whole
of the reasons I don't
protect
thank
their
people in uniforms. Speaking of people in uniforms, Memorial Day, right? Got this whole fucking day devoted to honoring the sacrifice made by members of our military.
Mental mori.
And it's not just our members of our military, it's anybody's.
Well, whatever.
You know what I mean.
How come we don't have a period of time where we hold in utter contempt the asshole government that squanders that sacrifice? Where's that fucking day? Maybe it should be a week.
No, that
Fuck
would
it,
be
a
a good-
year. Make it a year. No, make it every day, forever.
I thought it was every day.
No, but it
Exactly.
should be memorialized every bit as much, is what I'm saying. We should be going around with shirts that say, "Have you figured out your government's a of fucking tyranny today?
Have you been around the
Yeah.
tyrannical government today?
I
Here's
have
what you
nothing
need to
against-
know.
I have nothing against
Large
the
state
American
from
military,
tyrannical government.
but I'm not going to pretend that the American government doesn't squander their sacrifice either.
Oh, it does.
So this line is taken from a Doctor Who episode. It is old one. It is Peter Capaldi's tenant, 10 years doctor, and he's with Mr. Pink. I'm the one that goes and pulls you out of the fire. He's the one that lights it. Talking to the doctor when he told me he's a Time Lord, and I bring that up is to paraphrase or to use it. The soldier's the one that goes and pulls you out of the fire. The government's the one that lights it.
Yep. Which is why the Constitution exists, because it is not something to control the people; it is to control the government.
Yes.
Yes,
That's another thing that
I've said this a million times.
I can't say it enough. Parents need to. You don't have to read the whole thing every night at the supper table. Pick a section. Include it with your Bible passages or whatever else you talk about at home with your kids. Just include it. Get them to understand it.
Well, we're going to be
Understand
reading
what it actually says. I mean, the words they chose very specifically. Took them years to figure that shit out. They didn't just let the words fall on a page and call it good. They worked at that shit. Let that work mean something.
They did not want to be like England. We did not want to be like England.
Motherfuckers, I'm trying to say something. I was about to say, we will be reading the Bill of Rights, July 4th.
Declaration of Independence.
The Declaration of Independence. We're doing the Declaration? Okay.
We should do the Bill of Rights on another night, though. Let me look at the calendar. It's almost June. That's the wrong way. There we go. That's June. That's July. Let's I've decided on my own, because there's always someone telling that today's World Nutmeg Appreciation Day or some fucking horse ass
dumbass shit.
Okay, this year the 4th of July falls on a Saturday. So we can do something on Thursday the 2nd and on Monday the 6th.
Or we can do something on the Saturday.
And Saturday with the that's the midnight show.
Yeah.
There we go. But anyway, so I've gone out of my way. I'm declaring June to be anti-tyranny month.
I'm down with that.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good one to have for it. So
There,
we celebrate
it's done.
extra tier. Say
better than Juneteenth.
We've had the motion. We've had a second.
All in favor?
It's non-denominational and non-national. It means it can apply to any nation. World Anti-Tyranny Month. There you go.
Where we tell you your government's fucking up.
That was something else I heard tonight. Sorry, not to interrupt you, Mitch. It was.
Go on.
It was.
It hasn't said anything like an hour.
Well, it's not tyranny. It's another really daft thing that AOC said. But apparently, she was in Alabama and was like, "Hey, New York, we need to bring it to the South," and everyone in the South is like, "That's like the last thing you want to do."
Yeah,
like
we need to lift up the South, and it's like, you're a dumbass.
Like,
say if AOC is saying it, it's probably supporting tyranny in some way.
Yes. Tyr, I just DM'd you my design for anti-tyranny in Discord. so that if you're able, you can pop it on screen. I think almost anyone would appreciate it.
Let's see.
I think I just need white.
Who's white? Oh, I'm white. I'm a honky.
No, I'm playing Magic right now.
Oh, I was saying, yeah, I'm part of the honky tribe.
Well, so am I, but blue, green, red, black. blue, white. Okay, I've got all 5 colors. Cool. I'm about to play my commander next.
I think we should start using. I actually came up with this design because I wanted to because of the Juneteenth shit and the fucking Pride Month and all that. Like, no, screw that. I'm gonna make our own flag for anti-tyranny
with
month.
blackjack and hookers.
Blackjack and hookers.
You knew that joke was coming. You gotta know.
I knew that was coming. Yes.
But yeah, that's if Tyr ever gets it on screen.
It's on screen.
It is? Because I can't see it on the stream.
It's on the stream.
No.
Oh, maybe that's because I didn't mute. I accident. Okay, there. Nope, it's okay. The whole thing's fucking with me here. Come on, there we go. Now I see it. What are you stretching it out for? What's the matter with you? Oh, you're trying to get it to fit. I see.
Yeah,
he's trying to center it.
But yeah, that's my concept for anti-tyranny. For an anti-tyranny flag for anti-tyranny month. It's a very basic thing. I didn't want it to be too convoluted and confusing.
You know,
you're good.
Some you could just slap on, like, you know, something.
Yeah. And
You know
I figured
what?
the Democrats and Republicans especially would get a kick out of it because fuck them both.
Well, yeah, if you wanted to take the piss out of both sides, you could have one being like, okay, you're eating elephant shit, and the other one's eating, you know, jackass
Donkey
shit.
shit.
Yeah, donkey shit, yeah.
The thing is, Jen, I don't want it to be strictly American. Even though I use red, white, and blue, but you know that there's plenty of flags with that particular color combination.
That's fascism there, Mitch.
What's
that's
that?
fashion. That's fashion.
I can't hear what you
Fashion
said.
or fascist?
Yeah.
Fascist. I was saying that's fascism.
Oh
He's
yeah,
trying to be big red about it, you know.
because fascism is
totally red, white, and blue. Yeah.
Well, no, it's totally known for being anti-tyranny.
Mm-hmm.
That's the joke.
Yes.
That's the joke.
That's the joke.
But once June 1st rolls around, I'm gonna tweak the design a bit. I'm not sure how yet. I'm open to suggestions though. But I don't want it to be too convoluted. I don't want to rely on anything that's too specific to a specific country in the West. Really, I want to aim this at America, the United Kingdom, Canada, and Australia.
I mean, okay.
That's a good way to.
I mean, honestly, I don't give two fucks about
France
France.
to a degree.
No, I don't give two fucks about the French.
Everybody
Fair.
says fuck the French.
Yeah.
You're totally feel vindicated now.
That's about it.
I don't need to feel vindicated. I've always said fuck the French.
That's my joke here.
Like, tears. Fuck the French. They know what they did.
I wonder if I can make that a T-shirt design with some sloganeering as well. That would be interesting.
But yes.
I got to think it through. Shit, if I can make money on it, why the hell not? I'm a capitalist. Capitalist. What's a capitalist? A capitalist is that guy in the mafia what goes around smacking your knees with a baseball bat.
I figured it was someone who really fancied different types of hats.
Yes.
Oh, that could be too. Yeah, it could be a hat fancier.
I said your hat is rather dashing, Sir Reginald.
Or a capitalist
Thank
would
you, Nigel.
be a limited experience haberdasher.
Boulder Dash.
Why, thank you, Nigel.
Oscar.
I'm quite fond of my hat too.
Actually, yeah, that simple logo would work really well on a baseball cap as well, wouldn't it?
It would.
Yeah.
it would.
No, we need to find somebody. We need to find a person named Nigel and have them join the group. To add a bit of class to the stream.
Well, Batman's here sometimes, but you know.
I mean, but
BLooZeR's pretty much.
he doesn't
fun
add
to
class.
Nigel.
He takes it away.
I'm making up math, but if Batman was here, it would be like what 3 a.m. for him, like his time.
No, it would be 7 a.m. right now.
Yeah, stupidly early. The sun's coming up.
Tomorrow?
I think that's how he gets away with it, you know, because sometimes he's up early.
Oh yeah, that could be.
But see, the problem is that he doesn't bring class. He absorbs it.
I don't know. I don't know if you remember any of his Starmer memes, but some of those were like things where I'm like, I wish I could unsee them, but at the same time, I wish I could have claimed them again because I know new English people now, and I'm like, victim. I could have shared that with you. I made some rather raunchy Starmer memes with AI.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he
take
does
the
have
piss
a
out
song.
of TC with.
He does have the song Keir Starmer's a wanker.
He does. And he is a wanker. He's not wrong. It's a good song.
He is a wanker.
Oh, crap. It's time to go. All right.
Yeah.
We've been talking for a while now, ladies and gentlemen. I have work in the AM. And sadly, Tuesday is not my Friday anymore. So, Wednesday is. That means I'm off Thursday, Friday, which kind of fucking sucks. But when life gives you lemon, you make lemonade. Like I said,
Always interrupt here.
Broadcast just interrupt us.
June 7th, we'll be watching Crawl on Never Watch Alone as a Never Watch Alone spotlight because I couldn't figure out another way to put it. It is an amazing movie. If you want to come watch it with us. If you can, do it. If you can't, watch the replay. What else? Oh, and this week on Never Watch Alone, we'll be watching Where the Day Takes You. It is Angela's pick, and I can't wait. It looks like an interesting movie.
We'll see where it takes us.
We'll see where the stream takes us. You know,
I'm still waiting to watch House. Damn it.
Kefki, we gotta get Kefki.
I know. It's very important that Kefki be there to watch that.
Yes, so she can talk about Big Ben.
So she can squee at the right moment.
Again, Richard Moll was a great fucking actor.
Oh yeah.
Sad he's gone. Oh well.
He was fun. I don't think he's dead, is he?
Yeah, Rich Moll. I'm pretty sure Richard Moll is dead. Richard Moll.
Checking. Don't want to leave everyone on a false assumption if we're wrong about something.
Yep, he died October 26, 2023.
Oh, that sucks.
He was 80.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
Ooh, that is an obscene amount of fucking
years.
Dollars on pizza. Sorry.
His years active was 65 to 2018. God, he had a long career.
Damn.
Yes. But all right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for coming out. It has been fun. We will be back next Monday with Minions in Space. So have a good night, all.
It's been fun. It's been
everybody.
real.
Good night, everyone.
It wasn't exactly real fun.
All right.
Hope everybody had fun. Even if it was fun.
Closing time.
Time for you to go out to the places you will be from. I know who I wanna take me home. I know who I wanna take me home. I know who I wanna take me home. Take me home. Closing time. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.